guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. So for today's video, we'll be doing another declutter. We'll be diving into my eyeshadow palettes today. So I'm excited for this declutter because I have a lot that I really need to get rid of. That's hard for me to let go of, but I do need to get rid of it, so I'm going to. So let's just jump right into it. Okay, so I have two bins. I have this one full of eyeshadow palettes, and then I have this one as well. So we're gonna go through the one you see here first, and we're just gonna start right here. So for this one, I have the Too Faced Gingerbread Extra Spicy palette, which looks like this. This is really pretty. I really do like it. But I really just don't reach for it. I've had it for a while as well, and I'm not going to get rid of it, but I am gonna declutter it from my collection because I don't use it, but I'm going to hold on to it because it does hold some sentimental value. So yeah, getting rid of this one. Okay, so next we have the Naked Urban Decay Honey palette, and this one looks like this. This one is really pretty. I really like this one. I do use this one. This is great for fall, keeping this one. Then we have the original Naked palette, this by Urban Decay, which looks like this. Now, before deciding if I want to hold on to this or not, I think I'm going to give it a few swatches. Like this color, I know we use a lot, but let's see. It's just really... Let me check this one. They're really just nothing special about these shadows, so I'm not sure if I want to hold on to this one or not. I'm going to put this one in the maybe pile. Then by Urban Decay, we have the Wild Greens palette. This is fairly new to my collection still, because I've not used this palette yet. I have swatched it, but I haven't used it, so I'm going to hold on to this one. I have these. I know there's a third one. Oh, okay. So I just recently bought these two by LA Colors. These are brand new. These are the LA Colors liquid eyeshadows, and they are so pretty. I did swatch both of these, and they are really beautiful. This is another one by LA Colors, and I also swatched that one. They're all really pretty, so I know I'm keeping all of these. Let me just show you a swatch of the formula of this. It's really, really pretty. And these were $1.25 in Dollar Tree. I mean, look at that. That's so pretty. And you can easily blend them out. They're very, very pretty. $1.25. Like I said, they had about, I think, 3 to 4 different shades, and I grabbed these two. So definitely keeping that. Okay, so next here I have the Naked Urban Decay Wild West palette. This is the mini version, and I do like these colors, these shades. This shade of brown is nice and pigmented like I like, so I'm gonna hold on to this one, and I haven't used this one as much as I would like, so I'm definitely holding on to it. This palette, I believe I'm going to declutter. I've had it for a while. Let me just swatch some of it. Wow, they're still very pigmented, but I really just don't reach for them. Wow, that's pigmented, especially for this palette, which was, I believe, $3. I'm trying to decide. It's very pigmented, so you know what? I'm gonna think about this one, and I'm gonna put it in the maybe pile. Let's see the Mocha Mix palette by the same brand. Let's see how these look. Oh, they look good too, and my fingers are stained from the last one. Well, really the only one I see that I really like is this brown. No, this one I'm going to declutter. I feel like this one would show up very patchy. Okay, so next here, which one? Let's look at some of these LA Colors eyeshadow palettes. Which ones? Now, these are pretty good quality. Some of them are, you know, they're not all the same. Let me look at these two and see. I like the shimmers in this one better, and the browns. I don't need these tones. I'm gonna declutter this one. And then let me just show you a swatch from this one. Here goes this like gold shade. Like, and that's the swatch right there. It's so pretty. And this is $1.25 at Dollar Tree. Keeping. Now I like this one too. It's really pretty, and this one I haven't touched at all. So I mean, I do have these shades. I really do like this light shade here. I'm really curious to see how pigmented it is, to be honest. So I'm gonna have to swatch that. I don't know if it would like just brush away. Let me see. Let me check this color. Oh wow. Oh, I have to keep these colors, and I have to keep these palettes, if not just for the shimmers. Look at that. That's pretty good. That's really pretty. So I'm gonna keep this. I like to have these little palettes like this on hand for my Dollar Tree makeup look. So yes. And then I have, those are by LA Colors, if I didn't mention it. And then these two are also by LA Colors. We have the New Glow eyeshadow, and we have these in Pink Love, which is this one, and Birthday Suit, which is this one. Let me think. I know I have these tones in other. Let me swatch and see. This is, oh wow. Yes. Keeping. Let's swatch a shimmer in here. I'll swatch this one. Oh yeah, keeping. I mean, for $1.25, if not just for the shimmers alone, you know, to keep them, it's not a big deal. These two palettes I know I'm keeping. These are the LA Girl palettes. This one is the Nudist eyeshadow palette, which looks like this. It's like my perfect everyday palette. It's really beautiful. I have a big version of this in another palette. It's not a LA Girl, but it's like my perfect everyday palette, and I can't wait to show you that one. I'm definitely keeping that one too, obviously, but this one's not going anywhere. Keeping. And then I have the Get Feverish palette by LA Girl, and this one's really pretty too. This has like some mauvey tones, some warm tones. Like, it's really beautiful. I know the mattes are really good. Let me check these shimmers. The shimmers are not bad. They're okay. So I'm gonna hold on to this. Let's go to these LA Colors palettes that I got in Dollar Tree. Let's open these up and see what they look like. They are pretty. And I don't need them. I'm going to declutter them. Alright, then I have this one by Glossier. It just looks like this with the 3 shades, 2 shimmer, 1 matte. I do like this for everyday looks. Not sure if I really need this though, so I'm going to put it in the maybe pile. Then I have these 3 by Essence. I have the taupe. I have the Essence Taupe It Up. I have the Essence Like to Mauve It. And then I have Dancing Green. Let's see. This one is pretty. Let's see. Pretty, but the quality looks mediocre. I mean, this shimmer feels really dry, and looks like it's just gonna flake away after an hour or less of wearing. So I'm going to declutter this one. Then we have the Like to Mauve It. This one is really pretty. I think I'm going to hold on to this one. Let me swatch this color first. Yeah, that one's soft and buttery. And I mean, no, you know what? I want to keep one of the Essence palettes. So it's either going to be this one or this one. And this one has a broken shadow. Definitely want to keep. Let me just see how this purple one swatches. I'm really not impressed by these. I mean, I feel like I used to love these, but I'm not impressed getting rid of them. They're just sitting in my collection. I'm really not using them. So yeah, declutter. Here goes another LA Colors palette from Dollar Tree. This is this palette. Let's see how this, oh wow, that shimmer looks nice. Okay, that's okay. This is a transition shade or brow bone shade. And this one is, no, this one is very just okay to me. So not keeping, decluttering. All right, let's keep going. This palette I know I'm gonna keep. This is the Milani palette, and this one's in the shade Like a Dream. This was, where did I get this one? I'm not even sure, but I haven't played with it yet. So it has beautiful berry tones in it, so I definitely want to play with this. I'm gonna hold on to it. Then I have this Road Tripping palette by Cara Beauty, which is really pretty and has beautiful shades for like, this has beautiful shades for fall. It has these glitters, these shimmers, these mattes. I mean, they all look beautiful. I don't know. Let me swatch. Oh, yeah. I like the quality of this. Let me see. Oh, yeah. These shades feel buttery. This is Cara Beauty. I'm keeping this one. This is my Kylie Jenner palette. This is, I believe, the bronze palette. Not even sure, but I loved this palette, but I didn't use it much, so it has to go, and I'm going to declutter it. These two palettes I got from Shop Miss A, and they hold my Shop Miss, this one holds all my Shop Miss A palette shadows that my singles, so I'm going to keep that one. And then I have this one that just holds a few singles. This one has a single from Anastasia, which I love. If you don't know, Pink Champagne is my favorite eyeshadow. And that's it right there. I feel like the impact is not really showing there, but it is a beautiful shade. I love it. Has the perfect amount of glitter and sheen. Keeping this. Next I had the Milani Soft and Sultry palette. I feel like I just washed this and didn't really care for the quality. Let me see. No, it's not the worst, but it's not the best, and they feel really dry, these eyeshadows. Let me see what this one looks like. You know, I have these colors in other palettes. I'm going to declutter this Milani Soft and Sultry palette. I have a few more Dollar Tree palettes in here. They're by LA Colors. I have this one in Rose, and this one's in Heat, and this one is in Bear. They're really pretty shadows. Let's watch some of these shadows. This one, this one I'm going to declutter. This color looks really pretty. That color I like. Let's see which one I like better. This is another warm tone. I don't need any more shadows like this. I'm gonna get rid of the Heat, and I'm going to keep the Rose. It's really pretty. All right, the Morphe Madison Beer palette. Let's see. This one is well loved. Has some beautiful shades to it. Let me see. I really need to get rid of a lot more palettes than I'm getting rid of. So I don't know if I'm gonna hold on to this or not. But it's so beautiful, and I feel like I still can use it a lot. Like these mauve tones over here, I love this shade. Beautiful shade. You can always use a good black. This is another good shade. I don't really care for these shimmers here, but everything will, I'm gonna put this in the maybe. Go back to it. Soft Glam, I believe I'm going to still hold on to. I do love this Anastasia palette. I regret getting rid of the Modern Renaissance, so not getting rid of this one. My LA Girl Pro Mastery eyeshadow palette. This is so beautiful. Look at this. These pinks. nice mauve and pink tones. I'm keeping this. These are so pretty. Not getting rid of this one anytime soon. Then I have the Jaclyn Hill Dark Magic palette. Let me swatch this because it is a pretty palette. I've only used it once. Not sure if I want to keep this one. If anything, I'm keeping it for this green. And it's pretty good. It feels like a pretty good shade, so I'm gonna hold on to this one for now. This Alamar Cosmetics palette is pretty old, but I really love these shades, especially these shimmer shades, so I'm gonna hold on to it. Still not letting it go. The Anastasia Riviera palette. I really never ever touched this palette. I don't even know if I swatched it. But maybe it's time to see if I'm gonna use it. Oh, I like that color already. It's brown. Maybe if I would have swatched it, I would have used it by now. Oh, I like these colors. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to the Riviera palette. And then the last palette I have in here is the Laura Geller Timeless Terracotta Eyeshadow Palette. This is so boring to me. Yeah, Declutter. So for the Lion King, the Revolution Disney, the Lion King palette, this is the Simba palette. So I keep this one because I have a cat named Simba. And I bought it specifically because of him. Holding on to it. Okay, these I want to get rid of. I've held on to them way too long. So they're going. They were decluttered in my last declutter and I pulled them back out. Then I have this Pixie by Petra Ultimate Beauty kit, which looks like this. I like these bronzers. They have really nice powders to set the face. The eyeshadows I'm not that crazy about, so if I hold on to this, I'm going to keep it in my bronzer drawer. Then I have this LA Girl Desert Dream eyeshadow palette. Just another one. This one's really pretty as well, but I don't know if I want to hold on to this. Let me check this brown shade. Honestly, I haven't used this palette in over a year. Decluttering it. Now the main stage Desert Dream palette. The last one was the VIP. This one is really pretty, and if not for just for this green, I think I want. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I think I want to keep it. That's really pretty. It's just that I haven't really used this. It came with this shade Broken, and I've never ever used this palette. Maybe I should pass it on to someone else actually. I'm trying to think. I don't have. This is probably one of the only palettes I kept for pop of color. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it. And then we have the Maddie Ziegler palette from Morphe. And this is pretty. This is good actually all year round. I'm trying to think if I really want this. I feel like it's really not my vibe anymore. Like I really don't use it. Let me check this yellow shade. And that yellow shade is horrible. Like horrible. It like, oh wow. Streaky disappears. Let me check this shade. Oh, that's really pretty. This is a really pretty shade. You know what? I think I'm going to keep the Maddie Ziegler. Play with it some more. Okay, this ColourPop Bare Necessities palette is fairly new to my collection. It's already looking beat up because I use it so much. This Bare Necessity is not going anywhere. This is my absolute favorite palette at the moment, and I want so many more ColourPop palettes because of this one. So keeping it. Let me just show it to you if you don't know what it looks like. This is what the palette looks like. It's just your perfect everyday palette for me anyway, and I love this palette, so not going anywhere, keeping it. These by LA Colors, we have Berry Kiss and Lemon Drop. So let's, oh wow, this one broke. I did drop this one. Let's check this color. Unique, it's purple. I was checking over. No. I'm gonna declutter this one. And I'm gonna also declutter Lemon Drop. Never use it. I have these Wet n Wild palettes. I have quite a few. These two in the old packaging are beautiful, but I never use them. Getting rid of both of them. This Wet n Wild palette is in Lights Off. I do like this one. It's pretty. It has your browns. It has a nice matte black. It has some pretty shimmers. I don't know. It really is not calling out to me. Let me check this green, if not just for this green. That's more like a blue. Then I have these two by Wet n Wild. This one is in Go Commando. Looks like this. This one is in Walking on... Oh, this is the Walking on Eggshells. Yeah, it actually is. It's a 5-pan now. Walking on Eggshells, the classic. I'm going to keep this one. This one is very warm toned, but I don't need it. Getting rid of it. Another warm tone palette, Elf. This is a nice one by Elf. And then this one was a favorite by Elf. This one is in Rosewater. I really love this one. As you can see, I was well loved, but I'm going to declutter this one. I don't use it anymore. Warm tones, don't need them. This one I'm definitely holding on to. I like this one. I like the vibe of this one, and this one's in Truffles. Then I have this Cara Beauty Daydream palette. It looks like this. Now what attracted me to this palette were the greens, but the quality is just not there in this one, so I'm gonna let it go. Then I have these pretty vulgar Early Bird eyeshadow palettes. One is an Early Bird and one is in Nightingale. Let's check Early Bird. Early Bird has some mauvey tones with your brown tones. This one's really pretty. Let me check this color. It looks unique, almost like a duo color. Yeah. The shimmers are not the best, but the mattes in these palettes are good. So I'm gonna keep the Early Bird one. This Nightingale one I know is really beat up, and this one's really old, so I'm gonna let go of this one. And then I have the Aromas You Can Be palette. I bought this on Temu, and it is freaking gorgeous. Do you see this palette? It is so pretty. Holding on to this, not letting it go, and the quality is good too. Let me just show you. I have this shade and this shade. You see that? Like, it may not look like much right here on my swatch, because my swatches always suck. But yeah, that's those two shades. They're really pretty. And let me just swatch a shimmer for you. Trying to remember which one is my favorite. The mattes are what I love about this palette, but the shimmers, I don't remember what they look like, but let me just show you. Yeah, that's pretty. That's this one. I mean, this palette is really pretty for what I paid for it. I don't remember, but I did purchase this one on Temu, so keeping. All right, this Elf Earth and Ocean palette, I barely even touch, but it has some beautiful earthy tones, like these green tones up here. Not really crazy about shades like this. Maybe this one. Let's see. Oh, that's pretty. Let's see this one in Sahara. Oh, that's pretty too. And this one in Spruced Up. Let's try this one. Oh, I like that too. How about Can't Keep It? You know what? I'm gonna hold on to this one and play with it more. Like, I've had it for so long, and I like just never touch it. And this one that fell behind. This is my this is the Elf Mint Melts palette. Let me swatch this. This looks like it'd be pretty for summer. That one, no. These shimmers are not worth that. Matt's not crazy about them, getting rid of it. And then for these last few palettes, this little Narcissus palette is in, I think, yeah, in Wanted. This is really cute for travel. Just looks like that. It has, basically, it only has 2 matte shades, this one and this one. I mean, the quality's okay, but it's a really cute, little cute travel, so I'm gonna keep it. And then I have these 2 Naked palettes by Urban Decay. The Naked 2 Urban Decay Basics, I know I'm keeping. This is a really good palette. This is good for eyebrows, and it's good for eyeshadow. I mean, this is a really cool tone palette. I love cool tone shadows, keeping it. And then I have the Urban Decay Naked Petite Heat. I'm gonna hold on to this for some warm shades. I do have some a couple warm tone palettes, but this one, I got rid of some because I knew I had this one, so I'm holding on to this one. All right, so let me get all my palettes back together. Oh, before I put all my palettes back together, let me go through the maybe pile again and see what I'm going to do with these. Now, the Morphe Madison Beer, I think I'm gonna hold on to this one a little longer. I did love that while I was using it. I just haven't used it in a while. This one I'm gonna use for my skin, not my eyes. I'm gonna keep it. This one I'm gonna get rid of. The Urban Decay, I think I'll hold on to it a little longer. No. Yes. No. Yes. Okay. And the Glossier, this is a good little travel palette too, so I'll hold on to this one a little longer too. Okay, so let's count all the palettes I decluttered. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 29, 30. So I decluttered 30 palettes, which isn't too bad. It's way better than I thought I was going to do. So let me just count up how much I kept. So let's see how many I'm keeping. I am keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 34. So I kept 34 eyeshadow palettes and these 3 glitter eyeshadows, liquid eyeshadow should I say, and then obviously I'm keeping this one, but I'm taking it out of my collection. Okay guys, so that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.